Hello everyone, welcome to a new video in Selenium Tips and Tricks series. Today we can learn how to check if an element is displayed in the web page or not using the best efficient method in Selenium. We will see both type of elements which are present in the web page and those are which are is not present in the web page. Okay. In this video, we I'm taking a Facebook site as an example. We will see the field email is present in the web page or not. First, we will check if the element is available in the web page, okay, and then we will go to the second case. So I have written a sample script that is a test class and a Java class. Okay, and I've initialized all the constructors and all. Also, I've written the CSS path for the email field, this particular field. Okay, so now we can check if that element is available in the web page or not. Public void verify filters available. So how can we check if an element is available in the web page? We have a function called isDisplayed. So first we will see with isDisplayed function and we will see its disadvantage or the disadvantage of using the isDisplayed. Okay. So first let me check it with isDisplayed function only. If email dot is displayed, then I can return true, else return false, and the return type should be boolean, and we can call this function from our test class. So for that we need to create the object of the class first, and we can call the file function verify field is available, and it is returning something, right? So we can store it in some value as email field present, and we can assert the value as email field present. Okay, and we can give some message in case if it returns false, we can show some message in our report. So this let's say email field is not available. Okay, now we can run it, and just as I mentioned in my previous video, I'm using the existing browser instance, so I can use the existing opened this same window. Okay, so I don't want to so I don't have to hit this Facebook URL and all because it's already open, so I can just run this file now, and you can see it is passed, right? The method is passed. And now what we can do, we will see with an element which is not available in the web page. So in case our test case is something like, okay, we have to check the element is not available in the web page. So in that case, if we use isDisplayed function, let's see what happens. For example, I'm going to check where some field called, okay, username field is available in the web page. Username, and let me give username. Okay, so of course this field is not available in the web page and it should show false, right? So public, or let me copy the same thing, field is not available, and instead of this I can give username. Okay, and here verify field is not available is username field, right? Is username field. and the same should be put it here. Let us comment this for now. Now this should be false instead of true because we are expecting false, right? And now let's see. And let me print the value of this also. Now let us run it. It is failed, and we can see there is an error, no such element exception, unable to locate this particular element. And our print statement is not printed anywhere. So it's actually failing at this particular step. It's not actually returning anything, neither true nor false, but we are expecting some returned value, right? So it is actually throwing the error from the library code, from the class file, but it should not be the case. When we write a code, if there is no issue with the application, then the test should show any error from the assertion failures, not from the library code. So it is not the correct way of writing the method if the for the field which is not available in the web page, because it is failing at this particular step and it's not returning anything. So actually is displayed function will work out only for the fields which are already available in the web page, and it is not useful for the elements which are not available in the web page. So in that case, what we can do? Let's see an example. But before that, let me tell you, even in the case where the field is available, because here now I have already opened the web page. But what happens if we hit the URL and logging into the site and all? So in that case also, the email feed will take some time to load, right? Before loading the email element in the web page, if you try to call this function, if email dot is displayed, then the same error will happen even in that case also. No such element exception will throw. So in both cases, this function is not very useful. Let's replace the function verify field is available first, then we will go with the a field is not available. So the best method you can use try catch block instead of is displayed function. You can wait for the particular element using the Webdriver wait dot until of expected conditions dot. You can check for the visibility of element. That means email, and if it works we are returning true, and in case if it throws exception, that means a field is not available in the web page, then it will return false. Okay, and let's call the first function verify field is available. Let's uncomment it then this one and uncomment this one, and let's run it again. And it is passed. Okay, it waited for email field for 20 seconds, and as soon as it finds the element it comes out of the wait and it returns true, right? And you can use the same function for field which is not available in the web page as well. But what happens, it will wait the whole 20 seconds and only after that it will throw the exception, right? In case if the field is not available. So there is a wastage of 20 seconds. So in that case, what we can do? In that case, you can check the size of the web element, which I mentioned in my last video. For that, first you can wait for a similar element in the web page to wait for the page to load, and then what you can do is instead of this web element you can put it in the list web element, and you can check for the size. So if username dot size is equal to 0, that means element is not available in the web page. So you can return true, else return false. Now we can call this, we can run this function. So both case should pass. Okay, there is a failure. Assertion failure, user field is not available. Okay, actually we are returning true. If the field is not available, returning true, right? So it should be assert true only. And it should be username field is available. Okay, great. And we'll run it again. So both are passed, and you can see now it's returning true, right? When you check for the size, it's actually returning true. But when you check for is displayed function, it doesn't return anything, right? And what happens in case if the element is there, then it will return false. It will not throw any exception, it will not throw any error from your library code. It will just fail at the assert call, and failure at the assert call is okay for our script because that is the correct way of writing the code, but any error from the library code is not acceptable. And this way of checking actually you can use for both cases, for field which are available and which is not available. But I suggest if the field is available, you can go with this method, so that you have to simply declare the element with the web element only instead of list web element, because you may have to reuse this element in other places of code, right? Because the element is available in the web page, so you may have to reuse it. So I prefer this method for feed is available in the web page, and this one for which feed is not available in the web page. And I hope you have liked this logic. And okay, we will see with some other feature in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye. Thank you.